Good evening and welcome to another session. We had a lovely session here, and after that, we are now in the next break.
Wapotea mtoto mzuri kwa kunywa changa. Umekwisha potea, umekwisha potea. Wapotea mtoto mzuri kwa kunywa changa. Nalitoka kwako juzi nikitaka kukusamehe, ndio walinijibu mwenzio hayuko natoka. Kauliza kenda wapi, akasema hajui vema. Nikipita vichochoroni na kukuta ukinwa changa. Umekwisha potea, umekwisha potea. Wapotea mtoto mzuri kwa kunywa changa. Umekwisha potea, umekwisha potea. Wapotea mtoto mzuri kwa kunywa changa. Mama zoea, mama zoea, mama zoea.
Esther. Hi,
Yeah.
Esther.
I
What's the weather like in Mombasa, Esther?
fantastic.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
We are freezing here, and it's raining crazy for the last 2 days.
Oh dear.
Yeah, lucky you. Now, Esther, you have been with Mombasa Roots for over 20 years. That's 2 decades now. Over 20 years.
Yes.
And
Sure.
it's, I think in 2005 and 2006, Ibrahim sent me the story of Mombasa Roots for a website we had started, and
Okay.
then a few pictures. And then today I went back to the files and realized you were there. I remember
Yes.
you were then, and you're still there. I looked at the current pictures. I went on to Google, and recently there was a video uploaded on Instagram, and I said, "Oh, that's good. At least they are coming in the public eye." Tell me, to cut the whole story short, your experience with this setup, Mombasa Roots. Your experience from the time you walked in till today.
Frankly, it's been a fantastic journey. I came into a band knowing I was going there to work for maybe 2 years maximum. That's what I'd given myself, because I had never seen myself doing music. But when I came into Mombasa Roots, I found a family, and that family kept me together. I love working with them. They gave me the motivation to keep singing, despite me not wanting to sing. They gave me a motivation to do so. And 24 years later, I think it must be 24 years later, I'm still here, and they're still family. A few people change here and there, but everybody who comes in tends to have a very good link, and we kind of find a fantastic bond within and without music. When we are at work, when we are at practice, when we are not working. So it keeps you going. It keeps you wanting to work with them. It doesn't give you the what would I say? It doesn't make you tired of working. It doesn't make you want to give up. It makes you want to go keep going on.
There's something very interesting you have touched on.
Uh-huh.
You're saying it gives you work, it gives you job satisfaction, and you feel like a family.
Yes.
I know you'll agree with my next question here. Many people, even our parents, when we were growing up, and some of us went into music, believed we were wasting time. Because music is for people who are no good. Music will not put food on the table. Music has got all the minuses of music. I don't have to name them in a platform like this.
We get it.
You get it. What do you say to such people? Because look at the success you have had. Look at the success Mombasa Roots has had. Look at the success of many artists. Myself, what would you say to such parents today?
I would tell them to let their children follow their heart, because in fact, now more than ever, artists in any aspect, be it musicians, be it drawers, be it painters, be it, most people now are using their God-given gift more. It's more acceptable now than ever. And I think it's changing. Our parents are the ones who had a mindset of education, be a doctor, be a whatever, it had to be something to do with education. But now I'm happy to see things changing. Maybe a little few are still stuck on that mindset, but also I would tell you the government is even emphasizing on a lot of acts, a lot of handwork, a lot of God-given talents. So I think that will change, and it should change. Because for 20, personally, for all those years, till my late father, my late father did not really accept it, but he is old-fashioned. But never in one day did I ever go back to him and ask for a single cent. And I think he accepted, and so music can pay your bills, music can make you invest in this, music can do this and that. So I think it's acceptable in a way. It's getting better.
That's nice. That's very well spoken. That's very, very well spoken. I think that's inspiring for the many talented young people around. There's so many, like you say, the artists, the poets, the musicians, whatever, anything to do which is artistic. That's very, very encouraging. I'll now jump on to Ibrahim. Ibrahim, do you think the government is doing enough to recognize legendary musicians like yourselves? I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. The president of Kenya. What's your experience? Was he one of your audience? If he was, have you guys literally brought to his attention that musicians in Africa, musicians in Kenya need recognition? They need the recognition and the platform so that they can get a springboard and now become internationally successful.
They've been very good. They know Mombasa Roots very well, because we used to play in their hotel, Silver Beach Hotel. The father used to come there, stay there. And also we used to practice in the hotel. 4 o'clock during tea time, you see his father walking around the hotel, and Mujambo Vijana, you know. I mean, they recognize us very well. I can say that. But the only thing is, they recognize us personally.
Yes.
The rest, we are fighting on our own.
You see, it's I respect your answer. I really respect your answer, but it's not answering my question. What I'm saying, isn't it about time for Mombasa Roots, Safari Sound, Mushrooms, Nabil Sansul, Karibuni Kenya? Let's just name these people who were between Nairobi and Mombasa. Has the government appreciated Mombasa Roots for bringing an anthem like Disco Chakacha? Can I have some answers here? When they opened Mamangina, they brought in musicians from Tanzania. Why? Why? Why couldn't they pick the local artist to perform?
Can I jump in there?
Yes, jump in, Mr. Politician.
First of all, I would like to first of all commend the government, the government for realizing that they are artists. And I think the first batch of money that came out was 100 million shillings. The president realized the COVID money that musicians were at home, so the government dished out 100 million shillings to the artists. Yeah, that we must give credit where it's due. All right. Second, why do we get, for example, coming to your question, why we get Tanzanians to come and do a Mamangina opening instead of having a Kenyan band? The answer is that we musicians, first of all, are not united. Musicians, all of us, are just a bunch of, what do we say? We just backbite one another, and we have never been seen on one platform and tried to come up with one voice. That's why we have like John. You remember John from the Mushrooms, yeah?
Yes.
He's now working at uniting all musicians. He's working at putting out a union for all the musicians so that all these things could be addressed. Once we get a unity of musicians, then I believe the government also will have a strong word for us, or they'll have a strong direction for us. But for now, once we're still all of us tapatapping all over the place, then they say, you know, you sort out your mess. Once you sorted out your mess, you come back to us. So I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yeah, you have. You have. Perfect. Very well answered. Very well answered. Okay, let's move on because we are going to go into that on and on and on. Let's move on. What next for Mombasa Roots, Mr. Ibrahim? What next?
What next for Kool and the Gang? We can ask that question. Kool and the Gang are still performing, aren't they?
Yes. What next for Mombasa Roots?
We're still there alive and kicking, Abdul Haq.
Yes.
We are trying, you know, with the new guitarist is very good. We are trying to see that we do something, recording one or two songs so that these people know that we're still there.
Can I also jump in there, Kidogo?
Yes, MJ.
What we are doing as Mombasa Roots now, since 2021 has come in, remember 2020, we had the COVID, so Mombasa Roots were off stage for probably close to 8 months, 9 months. So 2021 has just started, and what we've decided as a group is, first of all, to rebrand. The same Mombasa Roots, but we just need to rebrand and come out there. I'm glad you noticed there was an upload on the YouTube, yeah?
Yes.
And you saw something. So that's what is happening now to Mombasa Roots. You'll see a lot of social media, a lot of products on YouTube that are coming in, all clips that are going to come in with the new brand of Mombasa Roots, but to stick also to the old style of music, because all that is disappearing. You don't get live bands now today who can do covers as good as Mombasa Roots, yeah? All this is fading away. You know, Mombasa, the live bands are there in Mombasa up to today is still a Jambo Bwana, Malaika, you know, just...
That's the question. Because it looks like every other group in the hotels, that's where the money is, the tourist industry, is they're stuck on Jambo Bana, they're stuck on Malaika, they're stuck on the Karibunis. You know, you need to show these people that we can do other things. There's so many groups doing covers across the world, and they're recording those covers, and it's circulating around the world. And I think
that is the next phase. That's what we're talking about. Like Ladies of Soul, for example. Yeah, you've watched Ladies of Soul?
Pardon?
Ladies of Soul.
No, I haven't watched it.
Google them up. Yeah, so that is the next phase for Mombasa Roots. The touristic scene in Mombasa is gone. It's finished. Mombasa Roots now just plays, I would say 90% of the gigs that they play is just for locals. We don't do any more touristic gigs. The last touristic gigs we did were, for example, in Voyager, which ended when Corona came in. When Corona came in last year in March, and that's when we ended doing hotels. We didn't end by wanting, but it was the pandemic, and we had to change direction. The band has got to go on. So what's been keeping us going ever since, I would say, November 2020, is that the local joints are slowly coming back to life, and they want Mombasa Roots Band services. So we have realized that that's the direction to go, and we need to keep the band fresh all the time by doing good covers, good soul music, and keep the brand going and getting out on social media.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's very encouraging. I mean, that's the way forward. Ibrahim, I think this would come as a surprise to you. And we've been trying this. I don't know if MJ knows this. We've been trying this between myself and yourself for a long, long time to get Mombasa Roots to come to the United Kingdom to perform.
Just to cut you short, Mr. Abdul Haq, you know, the guys now need to go on stage. I think they're looking at their time. They should have started 10 minutes ago, but they're all on screen. So, and they're good timekeepers. So I think I was helping them to you know, to cut this short so they can go back to work. You know.
Can we follow the cameras setting up? But listen, just a closing
guys, just go to the camera. Just take your cameras to where you're setting up. On stage.
Just a closing note from Ibrahim and Esther. Closing note.
Okay, Esther is already on the stage.
Esther is singing at the background with the keyboard there.
Thank you. If I got you, baby, nothing in this whole world, if I got you with me, baby.
So I can leave you with MJ.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mombasa Roots. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you, MJ, and thank you, Junior, for putting it together. And we shall communicate. And I hope whatever we have discussed will be of good value. And I hope whatever we are proposing will materialize, because everything is how people work things together. Yep.
I'm on the stage now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Check
you.
you out. Bye-bye. Thank you so much again. Asante.
Asante sana. Thank you.